welcome. This practice is designed to support you in the dynamic phase of your hormonal monthly cycle, or in that phase of your life that feels like your dynamic new beginnings, springtime time of your life. So we will start by rooting into the earth and focusing on new beginnings, new breath, in order to move you through this practice. So start with this wide stance, and you might want to turn the toes out a little bit. And if you're outside like I am right now, you might close your eyes and just listen to the sounds. You might be able to hear the sounds in my environment here if you're not outside. And then inhale as you lift your arms, open your eyes, lift your heart towards the sky. And exhale, simply lower down. Feel the shoulders slide down your back. Breathe in, gather your inhale into your body. Exhale, let it release. Open your toes into the earth as you inhale. Expand the body. Exhale, feel the softening and the condensing on your exhale. This time, inhale, bend your knees and lift the arms again, and stay for a moment here as you continue to breathe. You might shift side to side through your hips. Maybe lift your toes up, spread them out, and place them back down, feeling connected through your foundation, through your feet. And you might start to circle your wrists in different directions as you move them down, just opening up through the limbs of your body very gently and mindfully. Tune into your breathing, tune into the sounds of your breath, of your environment. Lower your arms down towards the earth, bend your knees a little deeper and feel the pull towards the earth. And then press into the earth as the arms rise up again. Bring the palms together, straight down through your heart center, and then down into the earth again. Reach down. Press into the earth as you rise. Continue this flow in your own way, and notice how your breath creates this movement. The breath and the movement, your body and your mind and your soul, all moving together. They're not separate. You might use this as a time for awakening into your day, awakening into your body, a new beginning, a new practice, a new moment. And then let's bend the knees again, take the arms out to the sides. Make sure your knees are over your toes. You're not feeling any compression in your knees. And again, you might shift a little bit to find your best placement. Drop your tailbone down so your butt isn't back, but your pelvis is right underneath you here. And then we'll inhale to reach up. Feel the air around you. Feel the ground beneath you. Come to the other side. Breathe in. New beginnings. Other side. One thing ends and another begins. Coming back to center, bring your palms in front of your heart space. Really feel the connection of your palms, each finger touching the other. And then start to just really gently pulse through your legs. At any point, take breaks, adjust. You can change it up. You don't have to do exactly what I'm offering. This is just a guide to move and become more in tune with the new beginnings in your body, with how your body's feeling and how it's moving today. And take your hands towards your thighs, and you might experiment with lifting one heel up, strengthening and building heat through the lower body, and then the other side lifts up. Do this a few more times, just shifting from side to side. Using the breath, and feel how dynamic this is with strength in your lower body, lift and lightness in your upper body. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your neck. come back to center and just heel toe your feet all the way back to the middle again. So have your feet right underneath your hips and take a nice full inhale. Release the breath, open the arms as you dive over your legs, forward fold. Take a few moments down here. You might move the head, sway the body. And let's inhale, lift the hands to the shins and lift your heart so your body's halfway up. And then take your arms behind you. I'll just move to the side if you need to see. Feel free to keep the knees bent, or you can have them long if that feels okay on your back. Draw the abdominals in and up. Now really bend your knees quite deeply. Let your tailbone go back and let your arms come forward and find a seated chair pose. Feel your tailbone dropping down, your abdominals drawing in. The back of your body open, the front of your body connected. Take the arms wider in case the shoulders get too tense. Create some space there if you need it. From here, take the arms behind you and we'll just start to swing here, just bouncing gently through the knees. Let the arms really swing so you feel their weight. You feel some heat building through your lower body. And then we push into the floor to stand. Press onto your toes, so you're up on your tippy toes. Open through your collarbones, your heart. Draw your abdominals up as you're pressing down into the earth. So your big toes are really grounding down. From here, lower the arms straight in front of you. Bend your knees, so returning to this chair pose position. But the heels are up this time. Breathe here, keep breathing, keep connecting to that new in-breath, that letting go exhale. In-breath in, release, exhale. Lower your heels and just forward fold over your legs again. Release through your neck and head and slowly roll up. So keep your head and arms heavy so they're the last to arrive. Your head comes up last, your shoulders might roll back into place once you're up. All right, so we'll come to the back of your mat. We'll inhale, lift up. We'll exhale, dive forward. This time we'll walk out to a plank pose if that feels okay. If not for today, feel free to lower your knees. Find a strengthening pose where you're holding your body weight. Feel that you're pressing into all 10 fingers, lifting your kneecaps, and just shift forward and back on the balls of your feet, little shifts. Feel the newness of the in-breath and the power behind the out-breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your tail up to the ceiling. You might adjust the feet a little bit. You might move through your head or neck, pedal through your feet very gently and mindfully as you open up the back line of your body. And find a moment of stillness here. Allow the knees to be as bent as they need to be. And you might even try to lift your toes off the mat a little bit so your heels can reach towards the floor. They don't need to touch, but they're going in that direction. Lift your tail towards the sky. Widen through your shoulders. Feel all 10 fingers connect. And then you might relax your toes again. Relax the back of your neck. And just notice that whole back line of your body. Feel the in-breath fill you up, and the out-breath help you release. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up and back, stretch through those toes, feel the reach, even though the hips are square. Then bend at the knee and curl forward and take a couple moments here in this tiger curl. Pulling that knee up into your chest, dropping your head, and then exhale, reach the leg back again, stretching the toes. Exhale, curl it in. Again, take a moment here to put the weight through your arms. Exhale, reaching it back. And one more time, curling it in. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears so you're not creating extra tension there. Inhale. inhale, reach the leg back, and if you'd like, you can open the hip to the side, the right side, and bend the knee and just open up that side of your body. You might take some circles with the knee here. And just noticing how your hands are just like your left foot supporting you as your foundation. Reverse your circle. Stretch the leg up, place it back down. Shift forward into plank, lower your knees to the mat if you would like, or you can stay in plank. If you're feeling like you want a bit of strength building here, then you can do a full vinyasa by just bending the elbows about halfway and then shifting up to upward facing, or you can do that with your knees on the mat. Open through the heart. Exhale, draw the belly up and then adjust your feet to return to down dog. Pedal again if you need. Move through the areas that feel stuck or stagnant and allow the breath to move into those spaces. Take a few moments here. Feel your hands, like your foundation, your feet. In breath, the left leg goes up and back, stretching the toes, lengthening through both palms. Exhale, curl forward, hugging the knee up into your body. Exhale while you're here. Inhale, lengthen the leg up and back. Stretch the toes, lengthen the whole body. Exhale, curl it in. Stable through your shoulders, lifting the belly in and up. Breathe in one last time, stretching up. And exhale, curl and hold. Pressing away from the earth. And inhale, lift your left leg up and back, open to the left side, bend at the knee. Ensuring that you're keeping a nice frame through your arms there. You're not turning your left shoulder too much. Stay square to the floor. And then start to circle through your hip and knee. So basically your knee's drawing a circle here. And then go the opposite way. And just notice how the body is responding. What's kicking on, what's activating, and lower the foot down. Lower your knees to the mat. Take the knees wide, take a child's pose for a moment, extend your arms, relax your forehead towards the mat. And as you rest here, even though your breath will change, be just as mindful and aware of how the breath moves into your body spontaneously and leaves your body at its own will. New beginnings, new breath with each moment. We get to decide how we approach the moment. Let's come up to hands and knees. Let's come into some cat-cows here and take these nice and gentle. So inhale to release the tail and just gently lift the heart. And exhale to make your way into the other shape, rounding the back. So thinking about the movement, the flow between the two poses. Rather than hitting a specific pose, you're just noticing what it feels like to move between these two shapes. If you've done these a million times in your life, it can be new and different every single time. What do you notice? What part of your body is leading and what part is following? You might notice where your breath arrives from. Take a couple more rounds. If you're intuitively starting to circle your head and hips, of course, feel free to move in any way that feels opening for your body today. So we'll put some weight now through our hands. So having your shoulders over your hands and your hips over your knees. So you're in a right angle. From here, you want to make sure that you don't sink right? So this is me sinking into my shoulders, and this is me lifting out of my shoulders and drawing my front ribs in a little bit so I'm not hanging in the joints, right? So pressing away from the floor for that clarity, pressing into all 10 pads of the fingers. Now shift forward towards the tops of your fingers and try not to lose that shoulder alignment, and then just bend your elbows only as far as you can keep the shoulders wide on your back, and then push away. Do this again. Shift forward, really challenging your triceps and your arms to hold you up, putting that demand on the bones, which is so amazing for our body. Especially with the risk of bone density getting lighter as we age. Simple exercises like this can totally reverse that and mend that. Let's do this one more time. This is a lot, I know. Exhale, push away. And then you're going to round and shift back for a brief child's pose, but you're going to drop your elbows and then right away snake the body forward, lift the heart. Exhale, curve. So you're going to shift between these two shapes, cat and cow, moving through space. Riding on your breath. One more round. Okay, we're going to stretch the legs out and lie right on the belly. Come to a Sphinx Pose. Shoulders underneath the elbows. The first thing you'll do is lift your belly button up into your spine, so it might start to feel like you're doming through your lower back. Then try to maintain that and start to shine your heart forward. So there's two different movements going on here. Lifting the belly even though you're shining the heart forward. The collarbones are wide. You press into the earth, and you might even lift your elbows a little bit off the floor as long as you're not shrugging your shoulders up. Gently lower the elbows down, release the belly towards the floor, open the heart, take a release. And again, exhale, draw the abdominals up, dome the belly, shine the heart forward, slide the shoulders down the back. Imagine your hands are pulling the mat down towards your feet, and then press into the mat, and you might start to lift up a little higher, again, as long as you're maintaining integrity through your shoulders and your lower back. Lower it down. Release the belly towards the floor. Open the heart. Feel that moment of release. And one more time, dome the belly. Then shine the heart forward. Feel the shoulder blades slide together on your back. Press into the mat. As you pull the mat towards your feet, you might come off the mat a bit or not. Doesn't matter either way. And release. Press yourself back for a brief child's pose. Knees can be far apart, arms wherever you would like them to be. Notice the cadence of your breath, the beating of your heart, the movement of your body as you breathe, the newness of each breath, of each moment, of this moment. Coming up with that sense of new beginnings. We'll have a seat with the legs in front of us, hands behind the backs of the legs. Curl back until you feel like you can maintain this for a little while. What I want you to concentrate on is drawing the abdominals in towards you instead of pushing them out. Right, so as you exhale, you soften the belly into your body. Then you extend the arms out. If you would like, you can always place them back for support. Exhale, relax those shoulders, keep tucking the tail. You might decide that you want to go a little further or not. You decide. Palms face the ceiling, lower down, reaching up, and breathe. So again, your job is to exhale those abdominals into your body so that your inhale could be new and fresh and bring in new energy into the body every breath you take. You might start to stretch your legs out and slowly roll yourself all the way down into the mat. Extend the arms behind you. And you may need to take a nice big stretch here before you go. Just wiggle through your legs, stretch through your arms. And we're going to roll up, and you might be okay with straight legs, but I recommend starting with the knees bent for some support. As you exhale, arms forward, chin to the throat, curl the tummy in, hold behind the legs if you need that support, roll all the way up and sit up tall. Take the arms up, repeat the whole process. So I'll show you with bent knees. You can keep bent knees the whole time, or you can go ahead and lengthen the legs. I'll show a few with long legs, so you decide what's feeling okay for you this morning. When you get to that moment where the body wants to kind of use momentum, exhale more. Deepen the curve more. Instead of hurling your body up quickly, you want to soften, which is counterintuitive, but way more effective. And it feels so much better to deepen right there where that tricky spot is. Lift up nice and tall. Open your heart towards the sky. Open your crown of your head towards the sky. Take the arms out to the sides and behind you. You can face the palms back or forward, whatever you want. We'll reverse plank. Breathe as you press into the floor. So you might lift the hips up a little bit. You might come up quite high. Make sure that you're not stressing your shoulders. If it's too much on your shoulders, take the hands out a little bit and just open your chest. That's a beautiful stretch for the chest. Otherwise, if you want some of that strength building or heat building, you can lift the hips up. It's your new beginning, your day, your practice. You decide what feels good today. Lower down. We'll do that one more time, either the stretch or the lift. Breathe. Taking it in. Lower down. Bring the arms up to the sky. Flex the feet and just dive over the legs. Take 3 breaths in a forward fold. Doesn't matter how far you go. Wherever your body goes is just right. And slowly roll yourself back up. And we will close in a seated position. So any seated position that feels good for you. Take a moment to close down your eyes. Feel your back body. Rest into the space behind you. Notice how you can relax your chin down just a touch towards your throat to create space through the back of your head and neck. Feel the length of your torso. Notice how energy can flow from top to bottom with ease. Take your hands out to the sides onto the floor. Open your eyes and inhale to reach one arm up and ground that hip as you bend the opposite knee so you're not lifting the shoulders. So really allow that to fall down and lift the ribs away from your pelvis and create that space. And then you'll just gently rotate. So you'll rotate your heart down towards the floor. You'll inhale, lifting up, opening, and you'll exhale down. And you'll inhale, open. One more time, exhale. Opening, and then push away from the floor, feeling open through the body as you go to the other side. Take a moment there, grounding through the hip as the ribs lift away. And rotate to look down. Rotate to open out. Exhale, breathe. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower as you rotate. Inhale, open. Press away. Bring your palms together and take a moment of gratitude for your body, for this life, for this moment and practice, that you're able to just be here and move your body. May we be free, happy, and safe. Thank you for joining me.